Hello beauties, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, I know, but I've been going through some stuff, mainly because of this crystal. This is malachite, for all of those that don't know. It's like a life-changing crystal, and let me tell you, it really has been a roller coaster. Good and bad, but I'm not going to talk about that today because I'm not completely finished with that journey that I'm on. It's been like a little over a week and I'm still on this journey, so wish me luck with that, but it's getting a little better. So if you want to find out how malachite has changed my life, my views, and just my personality in general, be sure to subscribe so you can see when I upload it, which will probably be within the next 2 or 3 videos. Today I'm here to talk about how anxiety can affect your life and the people around you, because let's face it, you don't act like yourself when you're anxious, because your body is in this whole fight or flight mode and you have to choose what you want to do, and what you would do rationally when you're not in this mode could be different, because your mind just doesn't feel safe and it wants to feel safe, so it will do everything that it can in order to feel safe in whatever situation you're in. Now, me personally, my anxiety, I basically feel like a hostage to it every day, but I'm really trying to break free. I do that with meditation, I do that with self-expression, I do it by, one of the big things that has helped me is doing the thing that you're scared to do and making it through it. Now for me, I have to do it over and over and over till eventually feel comfortable with it, because I'm a hands-on learner. It could be different for you. One time could be enough. Or, like, for example, let's say you're scared of dogs because you were bit by a dog once. Well, you find someone with a friendly dog, you see their dog for 5 minutes. Of course you're gonna be panicked and have an anxiety attack if you fear dogs, but you're gonna get through it without any harm, and maybe the next day you bump it up to 10 minutes, the next day 30, the day after that an hour, and soon you'll realize that not all dogs are gonna hurt you. And that's kind of how you need to like get over anxiety in a way. You have to face your fears, and I'm working on that, I really am. For some reason my anxiety got so bad to where it was like everything that I eat, and still am currently going through this. I'm like, what if I'm going to be allergic to this? And I have to like fight with my mind in order for me to eat it, even if I've had it like a million times, like chicken nuggets or something. But it's like, once I eat it once or maybe 3 times, then I'm usually good with it. I'm not sure why my body has reacted like this, but I'm just gonna assume it's a coping mechanism from when my potassium dropped and created my anxieties to go up. I also did have a food intolerance to feta cheese, and my body just didn't like it. My heartbeat was racing, my head was pounding, like everything was spinning. My body didn't know how to handle that cheese, and so I believe that I sort of got like this whole scared to eat because what happens if it messes with my body type scenario going on. But I'm trying to work through it. It's been a few months and it's gotten better. Like, it's slowly going away, but it's still very much prominent in my everyday life. And it's kind of like a little thing that makes me kind of ashamed, because I know it's such a ridiculous thing, but I can't control it because it's just the way that my mind processes it. and I have to show it has nothing to be scared of because I've never been allergic to any food that I've eaten. It's just difficult, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm not. Anyways, so that's how anxiety has been like affecting me lately. And it can be scary and hard and traumatizing at points. Like, I understand panic attacks. Like, if you're having a panic attack, you're more than likely feel like you're like dying or some shit. And it's not fun, like at all. And I'm the type of person that needs reassurance a lot. And the people that I get it from, they're just like, you ask way too many questions, you worry too much. And it's like, I know that I worry too much, but it's just how I handle the situation at hand. Like, it's not my fault. It's just I don't feel safe. But I feel safer when I'm with other people because they can help me when I can't help myself. And people get annoyed by that. But I know the people that really matter the most will never get annoyed by it. And I do have some people that don't get annoyed by it, which is wonderful, and I hope everybody has a support system behind them. And if you don't, I'm gonna put a link in the description to where you can contact if you do need someone to listen to you. Because you're important and special in every way. We just sometimes can't see it because there's a little film on our mirror or a little fog. But once you actually, get all the items you need in order to clear off that film or clear off that fog, you're gonna see your confidence and you're gonna see your beauty and how amazing you truly are. And it may take time and it may take a little bit of elbow grease, but you will get there eventually. Like, recently I've been on a spiritual journey, and let's just say it's not easy. Not like I thought it was gonna be. I didn't start out with like beginner safe crystals, even though I technically should have. But a little bit ago I asked like my spirit guides what crystal would benefit me. And they were like malachite. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I did some research and it was life altering. And I was just like, okay, well, obviously the spirit guides know what's best for me anyway, so I'm just gonna get it. So I did. And it's going on to day number 8 and I'm still dealing with it. But I feel more power, more as like home base with myself. Like, I'm really digging down to who I am, who I want to be, and what I want to do with my life. Which is why I have disappeared from here for a little while, because I have been meaning to upload more. I realize I only have one video out, but I've been meaning to like upload like last week even. And it's just got so hazardous for me that I physically could not with my mental health. But this week I'm feeling a little bit better, and I just had the urge to make a video about it. Well, not necessarily my journey right now, but I will be in the future. So stay tuned for that. But just how anxiety can be so stupid to other people that don't understand, but to like the person who has it, it feels like their whole world is crashing around them over the smallest things, but they can't help it. And it's okay if you're overreacting or if you're freaking out about something. Like, you don't get to control if you have anxiety or not. You can overcome it. You can like do things to cope with it, but you can't say, no, I'm never gonna have anxiety in my entire life. Because I bet there's more people that have it than you know of. A lot of people they just don't like to talk about it. And that's okay too. The thing is, like, just because one person says you're overreacting does not mean that they're right either. I mean, sometimes I find myself overreacting and I'm like, you really need to just calm down. Like, Like, this isn't as big as what you're making it. Like, it's not gonna affect you later on down the road. And then I kind of have to like think to myself, you know what, you're right. But other times I'm like, well, I still feel this way about it, so I'm still like gonna have emotions about it. And I totally get that. And sometimes we do have to feel those sad emotions in order to try to bring a little bit of peace to ourselves, which is the okay. It's good to feel emotions. That's how you heal and process information. So don't be scared of it. It can get overwhelming at times for sure, but as long as you have a healthy support system, then you're gonna do fine. And remember, if you don't have that support system, I'll put that link in the description. And I highly recommend a therapist. And I know a lot of you are like, I can't afford it. Well, most places, they're pretty affordable. Like, some places will help you out in order to get the help that you need. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, for me, I just want to take a second and talk about the physical effects of anxiety that I personally experience. That doesn't mean everybody experiences them, but this is what I deal with on a daily basis and what I have to learn to cope with and what I'm trying to cope with. Okay, so my anxiety, when I do get anxiety, which is quite often, you can see me touching my face a lot, especially if I'm having a panic attack. There's also my throat constantly feels tight, even when I'm not having anxiety. So I'm trying to figure that out. Don't really know why, but ever since my anxiety got bad, my throat's just constantly felt tight. So that's great, love that. My breathing, it obviously, you know, has trouble sometimes, but anxiety can do that because then it lowers your CO2 levels because of the chemicals in your brain being produced. It also raises acid in your stomach, so it could give you acid reflux, you might burp a lot, or you could just get pains from all the gas that's being tossed around in there, which is also kind of what I experience. My anxiety, like I said previously, made me lose about 30 pounds in a week. I'm still working to gain that back. And so the acid reflux and all of the pain from the acid and all this, and heartburn, I'm still dealing with that. Like, I was on a stomach pill and it was just making my anxieties worse, and I just had to get off of it. Now I'm just dealing with it without any type of medications, so that's also great. But I know that I'm gonna get through it and I'm gonna gain weight. I did have a little cold for about a week, and that made me, like, I gained a little bit of weight, and then I got the cold and I lost what I gained. So I'm back at square one, and I go to the doctor's tomorrow, so hopefully my weight is up a little bit. I hope. But as long as I stay positive, because like I say, you do control your life. Life is an instant, but you do have control over it, like within the universe. You create what you want. So as long as I stay positive and I don't give up, I will succeed. It's just a matter of when. It could be months, or it could just be weeks. It could be a year. I don't know. But it will be done. And I will be able to say that I did not give up, and I'm proud about that. Some of the other physical effects is I get sweaty, as most people do, or I get cold. It's more often than not I get sweaty. But my throat also becomes dry. Like, my mouth salivates, but my throat is dry. It's kind of weird because even when I swallow the saliva, my throat still feels dry. But that's definitely one way I know that, like, My anxiety is bad there. My cheeks also tingle, like right here. And every once in a while my lips will go numb, but the doctors say it's fine, it's just anxiety. My hands will tingle, my feet will tingle. You name it, any place in your body can tingle from anxiety, pretty much. So I've just been learning to like deal with this stuff. And if I wake up at night with a panic attack, I normally just grab my ice pack, and I am constantly needing like a fan on me, except for small intervals of time like this one, just in order to help me feel like I'm breathing better, because to me it feels like I'm not getting like enough oxygen, but I am, because like I've gotten my levels checked and they're fine. My oxygen levels are great. So it's just that my throat feels tight and then my breathing feels tight, because I am also still getting over that cold and allergies. So I'm a little stuffed up as well. So that could also be going on. So I just gotta like tell my brain, don't worry, you're gonna be okay. If you can still breathe, you're okay. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been telling myself to relax. It's fine. Sometimes it's hard. Other times it's easy. Just kind of rolling the dice here, you know? By the way, if you notice that my hands are blue, oh, they look really white in that. But if you notice that they look slightly blue, it's because I just dyed my hair. Because I'm like, I've been down for months. I deserve a reward. So I dyed my hair blue. Underneath, I don't know how good I'm doing, it's probably garbage, but I dyed the underlayer of my hair blue and my bangs blue. I gotta touch them up a little bit because there are some parts where they're a little faded, but I'm obsessed with it, to be honest. It looks better than I thought it was going to, and I know that this side, the blue, is longer on this one, but just how it's gonna be till it grows in, right? But I feel more confident with it, and I'm like, I deserve to feel good about myself. So I'm gonna be getting a tattoo soon, so maybe I could do like a whole tattoo reveal video and like explain to y'all why I got what I did. It's not gonna be like real soon, but it's probably gonna be like within the next couple months, if that. I just have to finish the sketch first, because I do want it to have a unique flair to it. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And maybe share this video with a friend or two that you think would also enjoy it or could help. I didn't really say helpful things, but I shared my story and my experience. So if you know somebody who would also like this video, just send it to them. You might as well. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.